Weird Strict Dad is a Roblox horror game that was so bad I had to make 2 videos explaining how bad it was. And just when I thought I was free from the torture, along comes Weird Sus Grandma. Oh, how times have changed. 3 months ago I was complaining about how the Roblox horror genre was dying, how the infamous experience games were being constantly churned out in the name of quantity over quality. A few days after I made that video, I talked about Residence Massacre, one of the exceptions to the rule, and a glimmer of hope that creativity and originality is still somewhat rewarded in Roblox. However, just as I had predicted in that very video, someone tried to copy and capitalized off of Residence Massacre, the god-awful game known as Weird Strict Dad. A game that was so bad, I had to make 2 videos explaining how bad it was. But Weird Strict Dad got a lot of plays and it made a lot of money. You see, people were forming theories that it was somehow connected to Jim's computer and Residence Massacre. The truth is, it's not. Weird Strict Dad is just trying to poorly imitate the retro building style that Residence Massacre and Jim's computer actually did right. Why am I making a video on Weird Sus Grandma, you may ask? Well, because the guy who owns Extreme Funds, aka one of many groups that makes these copy and paste experience games, also owns this game. And since I'm already on the shameful people list, I might as well just keep myself up there.
Spare change. Spare change, ma'am.
I'm Breadian, and I talk about niche Roblox games, and today I'm talking about Weird Sus Grandma. The first thing that you're going to want to know about this game is that it's not meant to be fun. It's meant to make money first and foremost. Throughout the entire game, you're going to find developer products scattered about, each of them being like 69 Robux for a one-time use item. Both the lobby and game itself are chock full of these. It's basically the equivalent of not having an ad blocker on fandom.com. Some of these interactables are placed next to other interactables as well, making it more likely that you accidentally click on them. It's a really transparently slimy tactic. Also, this game charges you 50 Robux to use your own avatar. It's a lot like Weird Strict Dad in that capacity, and you shouldn't play that game either. Actually, now that I mention it, the creator of this game does watch my videos. Anyhow, Weird Sus Grandma opens up with the little shot of the car driving to the house, and then cuts to you munching on some dinner with your mother and grandmother. The mother informs Grandma that she's going to have to watch the kids because she's going on a business trip. Like, right now. Also, the kids have been failing in school, so they have to do homework and stuff. Wow, Mom, really fucking dropped that bombshell on Grandma. Why can't you just be a good parent yourself? Weird Sus Grandma sees you doing almost exactly the same shit as Weird Strict Dad. You have to eat, drink, hide from Grandma, and refuel the generator. Wow, thanks for reminding me of a game that isn't good either. One of the things I did like is that the drinking sound effect sounds like someone taking a fat piss. Oh, yeah. I hate the peeing noise. Like when homie would leave to use the bathroom and pretend that he forgot to mute his mic, and it sounded like someone frying chicken on the other end. You know, we've all had this same experience before, haven't we?
What?
So you have to give Grandma the perks, the Zans, if
This
you will.
how you cut a Zan cake.
Then you cook dinner by yourself because Grandma's too busy watching TV or something. Then there's a TV report saying that the pills you gave Grandma were poisoned. She's about to be tweaking off the evil perks. I've never understood this whole fear of old people thing. If anything, old people are either really sweet or really bad people that are funny to laugh at on the internet. This really bad movie called The Visit tried to do the same thing. But the entire time you're just wondering how they're supposed to be scary. Just kick Grandma. Her bones will be turned to dust before she hits the ground. Change the TV's input and then I'll distract her for a while. Tell her about Roblox R63 and she'll have a heart attack. Did the perks give her super strength? I think that since this game was pretty much only made with money in mind, they probably didn't playtest it. Or if they did, they gave themselves all of the game passes or something. Because this game is very excruciatingly difficult if you don't pay up and buy the power-ups. There's an unnecessarily long stretch between the kitchen and the bedroom, so if you're not already on the bedroom side of the map, you're not going to have enough time to get up there when Grandma wakes up. Sometimes the game makes the phone ring and forces you to answer it, so that she doesn't wake up. But oftentimes the game doesn't do this and Grandma just wakes up by herself. I haven't much to say about the gameplay other than it's just Weird Strict Dad, but somehow worse. The game didn't try to do anything unique except implement the homework mechanic and also make the game less fun to play. It would have been cool if the game made Grandma different than Dad. As in, she was slower, but still was a threat in other forms. Maybe she would punish players by forcing them to do chores for her. resulting in you starving or thirsting to death as a result. Is thirsting a word? Because I'd be thirsting for Leon Kennedy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Also, you have to survive from 10 to 6 a.m. Really add in that extra 2 hours in there, huh? Remember when FNAF only had you survive from 12 to 6?
Oh! Oh my god!
The ending of the game is just this little cutscene that reveals that Mom ended up working for the pharmaceutical company that created the evil perks. Did I beat the game? Hell no. I'm not spending any more money on that game. I already played pretty much the entire thing. Eating, drinking, doing homework, refueling the generator, sleeping. The only difference is that I would have repeated the cycle for 8 minutes straight, and would have probably bought the power-ups as well. Weird Sus Grandma is a game for people who like the idea of a Roblox survival horror game, rather than the reality. A people whose collective memory and understanding of the original game that Residence Massacre / Weird Strict Dad created was implemented into their brains when they were only little babies. These children will clap and cheer and even cry like complete idiots over something vaguely familiar, without pausing for even a second to think about how terrible it is. And I'm not saying that it's their fault, it's just that, put simply, there's a demand, and people are smart to want to fulfill that demand. But that does not necessarily mean that this demand in question is producing good games as a result. And that's just about my opinion on Weird Sus Grandma. It's bad, but it probably made a few bans.
Yeah, boy.
I'm Breadian, and I talk about niche Roblox games. If you want to see more videos about Roblox horror games that aren't terrible, consider checking out my other videos. Or maybe you like that, which in that case, there's plenty there on my channel as well. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.